Good morning, Torrentians. Very warm welcome to all of you. It is our pleasure to meet you all virtually and welcome you to our webinar on securing your digital life. It's a cyber safety awareness webinar. In today's digital era, cyber safety is a critical concern for every one of us, as our reliability on technology has increased considerably, whether to manage our professional lives or personal lives. We have also become more vulnerable to cyber threats. It's essential that we take proactive measures to protect ourselves, our families, and our organization as well from such kind of threats. Through this webinar, we aim to raise awareness about the importance of cyber safety and to ensure that as an employee, we understand our role which we can play in enhancing and enforcing the organization's digital security. This webinar aims to educate all of us about cyber safety practices and provide some actionable tips to secure our digital lives. It will help to educate us about malicious threats used by cyber criminals, how employees can be easy targets, how to spot potential threats, and what employees can do to avoid falling victim to these threats. Before we begin, I would like to invite our Vice President IT, Mr. Ajay Fairwani, to welcome and introduce our subject matter expert for today, Dr. Anand Prabhu. Over to you, Ajay.
Am I audible? Yeah. Thank you, Neha, and good morning to all of you. It is indeed a pleasure to invite once again and welcome once again Dr. Anand Prabhu to educate us about cyber safety. It will help not just the organization, but also all the employees who are part of this gathering as well, right? For the new people who were not there last year, Dr. Anand Prabhu is recognized as first amongst 30 unsung heroes of India by India Today. He is the winner of the Aryabhat International Award and the Karnataka District Rajyotsava Award. He is chief architect of the Cyber Safe Karnataka project with a mission to make Karnataka state the first cyber safe state in India. He's been a trainer for multiple judiciary and police departments, as well as national academics. He's an author of multiple books, which include The Cyber Safe Girl, Glorious Bharat, and The Text Message That Killed Me. He has a world record on Clubhouse cyber crimes and precautions. He has conducted more than 2,500 workshops on cyber awareness, more than 25 plus international journal publications, and has published 3 patents as well. He has also received a facilitation at the Karnataka Judicial Officers Conference. His book, The Cyber Safe Girl, was released by the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendra Patel. Right? So with all these accomplishments, I don't think we have anyone better than Dr. Anand Prabhu to come once again and share his thoughts with us so that we can make our environment, our lives, and the company cyber safe. Over to you, Dr. Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ajay ji, and thanks, Neha ji, and Himadri ji, and everybody, Rajesh ji, and everybody present for making this awareness session happen, because this is the need of the hour. So without wasting any time, let me get going. All right, so today we're going to talk about cyber safety. I want to show this image to all of you. You are able to see some pigeons which are very happily eating their food, and you can see that black cat at the background. So I would love to call this black cat as a black hat, because the cyber criminals are called as black hat, right? So why I say this is because I usually tell there are 3 types of internet users. One, who tell that I know everything about cyber crime, cyber safety, cyber forensics, everything. I know everything. One. Second ones who tell, I don't know anything about it. And the third ones tell, I know a little and I'm trying to learn more and more. So if you ask me who are the ones who will get first attacked in cybercrime, they are the ones who tell I know everything first. Second, who tell I don't know anything. Third, who tell that I know something, but I'm trying to learn. Now, I am going to tell you, everybody will become victims of cybercrime in one way or the other, but it is up to us how we safeguard ourselves from the perils of the digital world. A quick question to all the Torrentians is, how many of you are using Google Lens? Yeah, you're using Google Lens because whenever you see anything now, one of your friends wear a new watch, so you look at that watch, take your phone and just take a picture on Google Lens, and then you get to know where you get that watch, what is the price, what are the features, sab kuch, you get all the details about it. So Google Lens was most used during COVID, especially when the teachers used to give maths assignment to the children, to the students, and what they used to do is take their phones and take a picture of the assignment, and boom, the answers they would see on the screen. But what if I tell you there are these new glasses which were introduced just 2 months back by a company called Meta, which owns Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. So if you wear these glasses, it's like you get the Google Lens right in front of you. Yeah, this is possible now because it's already in the market. And the name of these glasses are called as Orion. Okay, so you can just Google Orion glasses by Meta and you can see this. Wherein, I'll tell you how it works. Now, on the table, I've kept all these items. Okay, and I look at the banana and it tells me what the banana is. Okay, or imagine this. So you are walking somewhere in a busy, crowded street, and suddenly you come across the Vice President Ajay Ferwani ji, and then when you look at him, it tells you his name, his age, where he studied, where he's working, his mobile number, and all the details. Now, how does it fetch all these things? It fetches from the social media, from all the content that we have uploaded. So we have been mercilessly uploading content on social media, and these software like iX-ray, it has been nicely storing it in a huge database, a large model, I can say. Okay, it has been storing it there so that the next time you walk and go, and if somebody is wearing these glasses called Orion, they look at you and you are profiled there itself. Now tell me, where is the privacy? So this is the world that we are living in. One more thing. So these two girls take this guy out for coffee, and the guy says, I need to use the restroom, and he keeps his phone on the table and leaves. That time the girls tell, hey, take your phone and go. He says, no, Dr. Prabhu has told no taking phones to bathroom, changing room, and bedrooms. They say, okay. And then he goes, how many of you here having iPhones? iPhones, raise your hands, iPhones. So what you could do is just go to your control center, go to hearing, switch on live listen, wear your AirPods, keep the phone on the table, go 50 meters away, and you would be able to hear crystal clear what those people in the vicinity are talking. My goodness. Now, where is the privacy? So the next time somebody keeps their phone on your table and goes, don't think that they trust you, so the phone is kept. They have kept it over there because they want to snoop on you. Also, my friends using Android, don't feel bad. It is also available on Android, accessibility, sound amplifier. And Android knows that whenever you're talking about somebody behind their backs, you will be whispering. So they have given an option there called boost. So if you're unable to hear, if it is quiet, you can just boost it so that you can hear loudly. This is where we are. Okay, a quick question to everybody. How many of you have experienced this? You search about something on Google, say you search Goa vacation, okay, and then whichever website you visit, you keep seeing those Goa ads, hands up, okay, perfect. Now, how many of you have experienced this? That you talk about something to your friends, say, is vacation, hum Goa jayenge, something like that, and then you keep seeing Goa ads, hands up. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you something even more scarier. How many of you have experienced this? You thought about Goa vacation. You thought about something and you keep seeing those ads. How many of you? Okay. I know a lot of you. That is because most of the earpods that you wear after 2022, it comes with brain wave monitoring sensors. So that means if you simply wear them and think about something, you think about something, and those thoughts, those brain waves will be captured by these sensors. They will be then made into the respective content, and that ads you will be seeing. So my request to everybody, whenever you are not you want privacy, then in that case keep your phone away, keep those AirPods and smartwatches away, because if it is around, it will be able to send something about you which will again cause a problem to your privacy. Also, you know that whenever you install one app, it asks you for a lot of permissions. So which are those permissions? You can see there. So the other day I was asking somebody, why does an app ask for an SMS permission? So they were like, we don't know. I think it's for the OTP. I said, not at all. It's not for the OTP. It asks for the permissions because it wants to sell Timex or Rolex. Okay. So they're like, what does it mean? I said, of course, that is because whenever you go to a Pani Puri shop and you do a transaction, say 100 rupees, you get a message from your bank, 100 rupees debited from your account balance is 5,000. If your account has got 5,000, you will see Timex ads. If your account has got 5 lakhs, you will see Rolex ads. So they know what to show to whom. They would not show a BMW car ad to a person who's got 15,000 in his account, because the oil change, a service of BMW would minimum cost 75,000 rupees. So they know what to show to whom. So the data is harvested by all these apps. We think that the apps are the product. No, you are the product. Okay. And also many of them make this mistake of they don't remember passwords. So what they do is they create one contact, say SBI, and they put their PIN there, they put their password there, they put their net banking details there. No, don't ever do that, because if you do that, what will happen is many apps have got your contact permissions, and if God forbid, some of the malicious apps are there on your phones, they would be able to read your contact information, and this is how your bank account gets compromised, gets hacked. So what has to be done? You have to use a password manager, which we'll be seeing in a while. Next. So whenever you install one app, as I said, you have given a lot of permissions, but after everything, what you do is you give there, I have read the terms and conditions. None of us have read the terms and conditions. I usually, whenever I ask a girl to send a photo, so what she does is, she sends it as a one-time view. Then I ask her, why are you sending it as a one-time view? Because I'm poor, you're sending it as a one-time view for me. Because Mark Zuckerberg is rich, it is every time view for him. So look at the 5th point there. It says deleted content is not deleted. So even if you feel that you have given it as a one-time view, or you have done deleted for everyone, not at all. One copy is still stored in the servers. So once forwarded, you can never ever delete it forever. So remember that. So be 100 times careful before sending. Forget sending, before clicking, because some of them have this habit. When they're with their partners, they take one very a selfie which is very intimate, or somebody may go to the changing room and they just click a picture, and what they do is they don't send it to anybody. No, they just look at themselves and they're like, hi, what a beautiful picture, and they delete it. Never ever do that, because the minute you pressed the click button, many of the apps have got your camera permission. So if they've got the storage and camera permission, the minute you've clicked it, one copy is sent to their cloud, and you will never be able to delete it for the rest of your life. I know a lot of you must be cursing me, thinking, ये कल नहीं क्यों बताया था, क्योंकि हमने कल रात को ये picture भेजा था. That's your problem, not mine. Okay. Now, if you're having any number of devices, whether it is phones, laptops, or desktops, please put a paid antivirus in it today itself. Paid. It could be any company, a paid antivirus. And remember to update the antivirus your apps as well as your operating system whenever the update pop-up comes. Because whenever these update pop-ups come, what we do later when Wi-Fi is available, not now. Don't do that. Updates are given when these companies figure out that there is some issue in their laptop, so that it could be fixed. But if you don't do that, then it will be a problem. Okay, the next one which I want to one second. What are those red lines? Can somebody remove it off? There's a red line in the Zoom.
Yeah, it's there, sir, but I think
Yeah, it's not from my side.
yeah,
Anyways.
that's okay, sir. It would
Okay.
be.
All
Don't
right.
worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so many of you, what you do is you do carpooling. So what is carpooling? When you come to the office, you sit in your friends' cars and you come and you split the fuel bills, right? So whenever you sit in the car, the first thing that most of them do is they connect their phones to the music system of the car because they want to listen to their Spotify playlist. Okay, so my first request to everybody is never ever connect your phone to your friends or somebody else's car. Because the other day what happened, 4 friends were coming in the car and one of them had connected it to their music system, and after that person left, this guy sat and he was checking the messages, the call logs and the contact details of the phone which was connected, because even after you leave, the data has been synchronized and the person would be able to see. And he was shocked to see that one of the contact names was stored as Rakshas, and when he checked whose number it is, he figured out that this person had stored his boss's name as Rakshas, and he goes to the boss and tells, sir, usne aapka naam Rakshas save kiya hai. And then what happened, I don't know, but I'm telling you, never ever connect your phone to the cars like Ola, Uber. Whenever you go, don't connect your phone to the Bluetooth of somebody else's cars. And if at all you become a victim of cybercrime, very easy, call this number 1930. Okay, so this is the National Cybercrime Helpline number. If nobody attends the call or if you're unable to connect, cybercrime.gov.in. This is the online link for you, the URL to go there and lodge a complaint. Okay, now this is a new attack that is very prevalent, wherein if you go to Google and if you just type database of students who have written JEE 2024, okay, or 2025, for 3,000 rupees you can download the database. Unfortunate, that's how it's happening in India. So the database is available, okay, you download it. And in the database, father's name, father's number, son's name, son's number. This is available. So the cyber criminal will use a technique called as vishing, wherein he will call the father using son's number. Okay, so father has saved his son's number as Beta or Munna or whatever it is. So however he has saved, it shows that. Okay, now father is in a meeting because now I'm seeing thousands of people are there. So you may get a call from your son and you will take the call and some random guy will say, आपका बेटा रोड क्रॉस कर रहा था, एक्सीडेंट हो गई उसकी, मेरे पास तो पैसा नहीं है, उसे अस्पताल लेके जा रहा हूं, मुझे आप तुरंत 5,000 रुपया गूगल पे कर दो. 100%, 10 out of 10 people will transfer because the call has come from the son's number only. So I want all of you to understand that the cyber criminals have started using phishing, wishing, swishing. I can send an email from Ajay Ferwani ji's name and email ID to everybody now, telling that since you have all attended today's session, you will be getting 500 rupees increment or 5,000 rupees increment in your next salary. Everybody will believe because the email has come right from the Vice President of IT. Okay, so this is called phishing. If I call using his number, it is called wishing. If I send an SMS using his number, it is called smishing. So how to avoid this scam? For wishing, whenever you get a call from your boss, where your boss tells immediately 5 lakh rupees transfer kar do us account pe, don't transfer. Okay, what you do is, ठीक है sir, I will do it. But before you finish the conversation, cut the call and call back to the same number. Call back to your boss's number. If the person is actually your boss who has called, your boss will receive. But if it is that cyber criminal who has called, the call will not go to him. It will actually go to your boss, and you can reconfirm with your boss whether it was him or not. Okay. Similarly, you may get a message like this now telling that 10,000 rupees debited from your account. Okay. And when you see that message, you get a shock of your life. And then there it is written, if not you, call this helpline. Most of us will immediately call the helpline there only because the number is there, we'll call. Don't use that number. Okay. Number one, first thing is you should know if you're getting a message from the bank, it has to come from that bank sender ID, which you can see at the top, AD-UCO-BNK. If yours is HDFC Bank, HDFC BK, SBI Bank, SBI BNK. So you should know from where the message has come. So check the sender ID. Second, always store the helpline number of your bank in your mobile phone immediately. You should have the helpline number. How to find the helpline number? Never find the helpline number from the Google, because most of the numbers that the Google show are fraudulent, because cyber criminals use black hat techniques to show fraud numbers. How to get the helpline number? Number one, go to the bank's website, contact us page, helpline number is there, pick it from there. Or no internet, what to do? Look at your debit card or credit card, backside helpline number is there, call that number, done. Okay, so these are the two things that I want you to do. And a lot of people are using WhatsApp, assuming that it is safe. Whether it is safe or unsafe, I don't know. I leave it to you. This is my research, so it's left to you. So if you really want privacy, don't use WhatsApp, use Signal app, number one. Number two, many people call me on WhatsApp, and when I ask them, why are you calling on WhatsApp? They say, because you can't record the calls. I say, okay, theek hai. And then I talk to them, and after the end of the conversation, I cut the call and send the entire recording back to them. Because number one, WhatsApp is not at all safe, because Mark Zuckerberg himself has told this. You can Google. He has said that CIA can read your messages. So if they can read the messages, where is the end-to-end encryption? And number two is WhatsApp calls can be recorded. You can use an app called as Cube ACR, and it records your WhatsApp call. Simple. So you don't have to press record button. Also, WhatsApp call comes, it records, one copy in your phone, one copy in the cloud. Next, if you get an email, I told you, Ajay ji is sending now calls, messages done. Now email. If the email comes with an attachment saying that increment or important documents, don't directly download, number one. So what you need to do is, number one, never open your private or personal emails on the official systems, number one. Number two, if you are to download something, after downloading, don't open it. You have to scan it using antivirus. So once it is scanned, once it says that it is safe, then only open it. Because there is one attack called as ransomware, where upon downloading the attachment and opening it, all the files in the system, they get encrypted. And then the cyber criminal will say, pay money, otherwise we will not decrypt those files. And if you don't pay money within 3 days, then we are going to erase everything out. So in such a situation, best thing is don't pay money to them, because if you pay money to them, they'll keep asking you for more and more money. Second, there is this beautiful website called nomoreransom.org. So upload one of the files which has been encrypted, and this website most likely will give you the decryption key. Put the key and your files will be decrypted. But the safest thing is precaution, prevention. So therefore, what you do, whenever you download something, make sure that it is scanned by the email and by your system, by the antivirus of your system, and then you use it. Now, one new crime is going on these days. You're all here. Everybody loves shopping. Everybody gets vouchers also from Amazon and here and there, from your credit card, from your company. I don't know from where you get. So imagine that you're here and your mom is at home, and your mom gets a call or your dad gets a call. Sir, we are calling from this delivery. Where is your address? And your dad says, वहाँ एक पुल है, पुल के बगल में एक रास्ता है, वहाँ आ जाइए, वहाँ एक पिंक कलर बिल्डिंग, सेकंड फ्लोर पे मेरा घर है, वहाँ कृष्णा लिखा है बाहर, आप दरवाजे पे खटखटाइए और मैं बाहर आ जाऊंगा. Okay, and the minute your dad comes out, he'll take a knife and he'll stab. What you will do? How do you know that whether is actually a real person or not? So I tell people, please install Truecaller. It's not a Chinese app. It is safe to use it. Okay. So if at all it is from a delivery like Amazon, Zomato, Flipkart, and Swiggy, then the color will be purple. Third one, purple color. So I usually look whenever I order something. If the call comes from purple, then what I do is I receive the call. If it is in blue and if you ask for my address, I don't share any address. Number one. Number two, what you need to understand is if it is from a cyber criminal or a spam, it will be red in color. And if it is from the bank, it will be green in color. So if anybody pretends to be from the bank and it's a red color, I don't take that call at all. Okay. So this is how Truecaller helps you. And no matter what, never share your card number, CVV, OTP, and MPIN with anyone because nobody would ask for it. And now another crime which is going on these days, very prevalent, is somebody gives you a call telling from FedEx or DHL telling that a parcel is stuck in the customs and inside there was gun, there was drugs, and your Aadhaar is there. And they tell you have been digitally arrested. Okay. So first point is in India, there is IPC, CRPC, and Indian Evidence Act. Earlier it was there. Now it is BNS, BNSS, and BSA. Nowhere it is mentioned about digital arrest. So the concept of digital arrest is not there in India. Second, no officer, CBI, ED, NIA, anyone will never video call you. So if at all they pretend to be a officer and video call you until digital arrest, tell shut up and cut the call. Okay, because it is not a genuine officer. Whatever warrants they show, it's all fraudulent. Don't believe. If you are still in doubt, take a picture of that, go to your nearest police station and cross verify or confirm. Now, another important thing is while sending photographs, be very, very careful, because when you send a photograph to somebody, they can go to this website called as pic2map.com. They can upload that photo there and the website will tell where the photo was taken, when it was taken, which camera was used to take, whether flash was used, whether the person who is dark has used a filter to look fair. All these details are available. So we call this as metadata. So I always tell people while uploading photos, see, we are at home, we have children at home, we have sisters, wives, and everybody at home. We mercilessly click selfies and we upload the selfies. If a cyber criminal gets hold of that selfie, he can just upload it on this website and he will get our house details, our exact GPS location of the house, and he can come and he can commit a crime. Also, what you need to remember is while sending photos on iPhone, while sending, there is the options there, location off, data off, and then send. Okay, location off, data off. Similarly, while sending photos on Android, location off, properties of. Otherwise, you will be sharing all these additional details which shouldn't be sent. And also, when you're using social media, many of you have this very bad habit. When you go for a vacation, you tag, you make it evident that you are out of the house. Never do that. The other day, a girl did that. She had put next 3 days, go, Goa, gone, and her house was gone. How? A robber came to her house and he robbed and he stayed in the house for 2 days. Okay. And the neighbors heard some noise. They knew that she had gone to Goa. They called the cops. And when the cops come, this guy is sitting, watching TV and drinking beer and then eating some food. And the cops ask, who are you? What are you doing? And that time, this man says, I'm a thief. I came here to rob. But then I had seen in the social media, next 3 days, she's going to be out of town. So I thought, let me come, steal, chill, and go. Now, whose mistake? Oversharing, our mistake. So we have to be very sure that whenever we are uploading something, we don't reveal a lot of information. Also, tell your children and look out for yourselves. A friend of yours may ask for a drop in your car, and when they sit in the car, this is for 2,300 rupees. It is available, and this records your GPS live location for the next 30 days. It's got an easy minute. Okay, 30 days. So what the friend can do is he sits in your car and just puts it in the below the seat, passenger seat, just below that. You wouldn't even know. So for the next 30 days, where you go, all your details, your friend will be able to see it on his phone. And if it has a camera, mic, they would be able to hear what you're talking. So one, always look at your bags, if somebody has put a small USB like a device, or your car, keep searching. And also, if at all somebody gives you a pen drive or keeps a pen drive on your table, if it is not your pen drive, immediately give it to the IT department, because that pen drive could be a recorder device where it looks very innocent, kept on your table, and whatever you talk there, the pen drive will keep recording it. Okay, remember. And never give your phone to somebody else, because I've seen this now. There is an option called location sharing. Somebody asks for your phone, you give their phone, and then what you do is that person will just switch on the location sharing and give it back to you in a minute. And then not even a minute, 10 seconds it'll take. And after that, the person will be able to see your live location wherever they are. So remember. And also, never click on APK files. APK files means you click on it, then it is as good as your phone is not yours, it is with somebody else. Somebody else will have complete access of your phone. Android package files, which is only for Android users, not for iOS users. So number one is never click on APK files. If you get any file like this, immediately delete it there only. Okay, and go home today, take your parents' phones, take your child's phone, spouse's phones, and there is an option called a medical ID. Enter the details there. Medical ID. Okay, all the allergy information, blood group, height, weight, medicine if they're taking medications, all this. Why? Because God forbid, some accident, okay, and the phone is got to the doctor, and the doctor cannot call anybody because phone is locked. But if they go to the emergency there, medical ID, if it is shown, it becomes very easy, because the doctor gets to the blood group, immediately blood transfusion can happen. Immediately they know where they're allergic to, so that those medicines are not given. So you can save a lot. So therefore, my sincere request for everybody is enable medical ID and emergency number in your Apple as well as in your Android. So emergency information should be stored compulsorily by all of you, including the contact information, because see, your phone is lost and somebody like me gets it. I wouldn't want to keep somebody else's phone. Now, phone is locked. How would I know whom to call? How would I know? So if that emergency contact number shows even on the locked screen, I can use my phone and call and tell, hey, mujhe aapka phone mila hai, aake collect kar lo. So this is possible. Otherwise, it is not possible. Okay. And don't be lured by all these fake loans and fake, what is that? Your likes and fake share trading apps. Okay, a lot of share trading links are shared to people. I know many of you must have already lost money in this. Be careful, because these are all fraudulent apps wherein the person is sitting with the system and he is only increasing and decreasing. Okay, so whenever a new member comes, simply increases to show that the profit is there, and whenever he's going to withdraw the money, he decreases it so that his money becomes zero. So this is what is done. So liking a video as well as this share trading, these are all fraud. If you really want to share trade, Zerodha, Sharekhan, you have those authentic apps, do it from them only, not from these fraudulent links that you get on Telegram. Okay, so all of you enter *#06#. You will get your IMEI number. If your phone is a dual SIM phone, 2 IMEI numbers. Take a screenshot of it. If your phone is lost someday, okay, what you need to do is go to the police station, lodge a complaint, and then go to this website called CEIR, Sanchar Sathi, and there put your IMEI number and the police complaint. Done. Nobody in India would be able to use your phone with any network. No, because your phone will be blocked for all the networks. Assume that you get the phone back, you can unblock it and start using it. Okay. Similarly, how many of you have this habit of sleeping with your mobile phone? How many of you? A lot of people have this very bad habit of sleeping with a mobile phone. So do you want to check whether you'll get cancer or not? Yes, of course, because phones emit radiation. All you need to do is enter *#07#. Okay. So when you do this, you will figure out that your phone is emitting a lot of radiation. So if at all the value is more than 1.6, high chances of you getting cancer. And also remember, never keep your phones in your shirt pockets. Always keep it in your trouser pockets, because the absorption capacity of your legs are 4 W by kg. Okay, but for torso, for above your waist, it is 1.6. So this is actually less capacity than the legs. So better to keep it in the trouser pockets. Okay, next. A lot of you have these tap to pay. You know, right? In a credit card, you can either swipe magnetic strips, which don't work now, or insert with the chip, which now they've made it tap to pay. No even touching. So just show the card and money goes. How much is the transaction amount? Anyone? Without any OTP, PIN, password, what is the transaction amount for these type of tap to pay? Anyone? So yes, so it is 5,000 rupees. So what cyber criminals do is they know that you keep your cards in your purse, which is in the trousers. They just come behind you and just keep the credit card machine near your trouser. Boom, 5,000 rupees is debited. Yeah. So if you don't want this to happen, there are three options. Number one, buy a RFID safe wallet. Or number two, buy this for 20 rupees. It is available online. So put your card inside that aluminum foil and then keep it inside your wallet, your regular wallet. Third, go to net banking and disable the tap to pay. Okay. So these are the three things that you could do. And never ever wear smartwatches, because these smartwatches are the weakest links from which your phones can be hacked. And also it can reveal a lot of information about you. How many of you watched this movie? Which movie is this? Yes, Kantara. Correct. So when you watch the movie, you must have seen that it says the censor board rating is UA. You must have seen that, right? Similarly, apps also have got ratings. Did you know that for WhatsApp, the minimum age is 16? We call this as ESRB ratings, Entertainment Software Rating Board. How do you know what rating is where? Whenever you install one app, it says first reviews, downloads, and third is the ratings. So first thing, whenever you're giving a phone to your child, you need to make sure that you put Google Family link in that. There you can mention the screen time. Daily 1 hour your child can use the phone. You can put the age of the child so that for that age, what apps and content has to be shown, only that will be displayed, others will be blocked. Third, you can see the live location of your child. Number 4, you can also know what your child has done on that day. Unfortunately, many wives are installing this on husbands' phones so that they can see what their husbands are doing. Okay. And also, whenever you order something online, see, for example, you want to order these clothes. So some celebrity, some influencer comes and tells you want to order this, click on the link below. And there are two links, HTTP, HTTPS. Number 1 is both can be fraudulent. Okay. Because many of you think that HTTPS means it is safe. No, HTTPS only means the connection is encrypted, does not mean the website is genuine. Many people buy a lot of things online on Instagram and everything, believing that it must be genuine because it is HTTPS. Even pornographic sites are HTTPS. Even the fraudulent sites are HTTPS. So just because it is HTTPS does not mean that it is genuine. Number 1. Number 2, use DigiLocker and DigiYatra. Very, very good. Number 3, install apps only from Play Store or App Store, not by any other methods. Number 4, you want to buy some product. Okay, there are two links. Both the links look genuine. Both look genuine. You can scan and see. Both will show wikipedia.org only. Scan and see, everyone. So when you scan the first website, actually wikipedia.org will open. When you scan the second website, some fraudulent website opens, though it shows Wikipedia, because this is a latest type of an attack called as IDN homograph attack, internationalized domain name homograph attack, because the left side is Latin, right side is in Cyrillic. Now, what will happen by this? Your front camera of the phone or the back camera gets hacked, which means you keep the phone like this or like this. The camera is always at the top. Now, do you remember why that boy had said, Anand Prabhu said, never take the phones to the bedroom, bathroom, and changing room? That is why. Because you never know whether your phone camera has been hacked, because your phone does not make any sound or it does not have any cover. So what will happen is your phone can be hacked, your data can be recorded, and they can use to blackmail you, or they may put it on some sites and sell your data. So remember, number 1, put no fish. This is one browser extension, no fish. Put it on your phones, in your Chrome, in your browsers, so that if at all any site is fraudulent, it will tell you that it is fraud. Number 2, your phone emits a lot of data. It gives a lot of information. So a lot of people think that if I use incognito mode, what I do, nobody gets to know. Or if I use proxy or VPN, whatever I do, nobody gets to know. Not at all. We will get to know it is you, because your browser has got something called a fingerprint, and the fingerprint will be very easily revealed by any of the links that you track. Number 3, so there is something called as a tracker. So whenever you get an email, usually from the higher ups, they put a tracker and they send it to you for 2 reasons. One, to know whether you open the mail or not. Now, for example, you may get a call from your boss and he asks you, hey, did you check the mail? Actually, you have checked it, but you say, no, sir, I have not seen. But your boss knows that you have checked it because he gets a notification when the mail has been opened. Number 2, if you forward that email to another 2-3 people, your boss gets to know that you forwarded it to many people. So be careful, confidential mails while opening and also while forwarding it to somebody else, because your browser, as I said, it does not block tracking ads, it does not block invisible trackers, and also it reveals your fingerprint. So if you don't believe me, you can go to this website called Cover Your Tracks on Google, and you can test your browser and see it for yourself. I always tell men, whenever a beautiful girl sends you a friend request, whenever a beautiful girl whom you don't know sends you a friend request, never accept him, because probably it's a cyber criminal who has downloaded the picture from thispersondoesnotexist.com. Yeah. So first thing, whenever somebody calls you on WhatsApp, remember, calls can be recorded. Number 2, a new feature has come on WhatsApp. You can see that image there. If you press that, whatever is there on your screen, the other person will be able to see. This is screen sharing. Never ever press that. So what happens is the cyber criminal can do one transaction. OTP comes to your phone. It comes on the screen. You have not shared the OTP, but the person can sit remotely and see your screen. They get to know what the OTP is. Transaction is done. So this is how a lot of people are losing their money, because my guru, Sanjay Sai sir, has always said, hacking is the new normal. I asked him, what does it mean? He said, Anand, out of the 100 systems, 95 know that they're hacked, 5 don't know that they are hacked. So if at all any girl goes through this issue, what is the issue? She's in a relationship with somebody and then the guy breaks up, or the girl breaks up, whatever it is, okay? And then they start blackmailing you with the pictures by uploading it somewhere. You can go to this website, Stop NCII. NCII stands for Non-Consensual Intimate Images. And you can create a case there, put the link where the image has been uploaded. Wherever on the internet the image has been uploaded, it will be tried to be removed by these people. Fantastic. Okay. And never ever reveal your fingerprints to anybody. Why? Because we have this very bad habit of posting fingerprints on social media. First thing is fingerprints can be captured. It has always been captured. Number 2, Aadhaar data is already leaked. So using your Aadhaar number and fingerprint, I can take 10,000 rupees from your bank account. So this is called as AEPS, Aadhaar Enabled Payment System. No account number, name, OTP, PIN, password, nothing needed. I need only 2 things, your Aadhaar number and your PIN. Aadhaar number is already leaked, and your, not PIN, sorry, fingerprint, you have already given it in your photos. So this is called doxing, where your private information becomes public. Okay. Every day people are searching on Google. First thing I want all of you to do today is type TAFCOP on Google, TAFCOP. When you put it there, a website will open. Put your mobile number there. This site will tell, using your Aadhaar card, how many SIM cards have been issued. This is the first thing that you need to know, because tomorrow if a cyber criminal has registered his SIM on your name and he commits a crime, you will be liable. Second, it will show you the numbers. If at all it shows any number that is not yours, select not my number and lodge a complaint. Okay. And this is one new device which has come into the market now. It's called Flipper Zero. So whenever you're locking your car in public places, please don't use remote. Okay. Lock it physically, because if somebody is sitting with this device, he can capture that signal, and after you go, he can replay that signal and he can open your car. and he can remove whatever is there in the back seat or the front seat, remove all the valuables, and he can lock the car and go. So earlier they used to break the window and steal. Now without breaking windows, they can just open the car and they can go. So remember that. And internet, as you know, is basically surface web, deep web, and dark web. And if you just have little information about somebody also, you can gather so much of their information. Okay, so remember, whatever you receive on the internet could be a steganography. What is steganography? That method which was used by Osama bin Laden. That is, inside a email, he had put a malware. Inside a photo, you can put a malware. Inside a video, you can put a malware. You call this a steganography. So whenever you get any photos, videos and all, it might have a malware in it. That is why I tell everybody, please install one antivirus so that any file that comes in your system, it is first scanned. Okay, otherwise you wouldn't know whether that malware has got a cam-affecting malware where your camera is switched on and off. So to be on the safer side, wear these camera covers, put it to your front camera as well as back camera, so that whenever you're not using your phones, just cover it so that no app can take your photos without your permission. And never connect to free Wi-Fi, because a lot of people have these devices called as it's called Wi-Fi Pineapple. So with this, what I can do is I can go to a coffee shop and I can emulate the Wi-Fi there, and you will think that it is genuine Wi-Fi. You will connect to it, and after that, all the data that you send and receive will be saved in my computer. It's called Wi-Fi Pineapple. Similarly, there is an attack called juice jacking, where when you connect your phones to public charging station, all the data from your phone gets transferred. So 3 things. Always carry your charger. If you don't have a charger, carry a power bank. If you don't have that, switch off your phone and charge it at public charging stations. Never charge it when it is switched on. Also at the ATMs, look where you enter the card. If you look some suspicious object there, don't enter. It could be a skimming device. And with an infrared camera, whatever you have typed, I can get to know what you have typed. So whenever you're using rubber keys, make sure that you type other numbers also. Otherwise, very easily they can say that the number that you have typed is 1 2 3 4 5, because the number typed first is light and the number typed last is bright. And see this, a boy is asking a girl, send your selfie. She sends, and one fine day they break up. And then what will happen? One, he may blackmail her with the photos, or if he's a nice guy and if his phone is lost, the person who has stolen the phone may again blackmail her with the photos. Also, if you have given a pen drive to somebody, so it's got files. Not just that, the person using any of the above software can recover the deleted files. Also, when you sell your second-hand phone, the person with the above software can recover the deleted content, even if you have deleted everything and sold the phone. So always remember, never delete and sell the phone. Erase and sell the phone. How to erase? Go to this app called as Secure Eraser and install this app, Secure Eraser. Erase the phone. Erase means whatever has been deleted, on that junk data is written. Military grade erasing means junk data is written 7 times. 7 times written, deleted, so that no traces of whatsoever are left. And if you have lost your phone, go to Google and type find my device. It will show where your phone is. If it is on, there is an option called erase device. Phone gaya, let it go. But data should not go, because data is the new oil. And while scanning QR codes, be careful, especially when you are at the petrol pumps, because many cyber criminals paste their QR codes and they go, okay, and you scan it and money goes to their account, not to the service account. So you have to be very, very careful. Read the merchant name. Ask them whether you are the same merchant. If they say yes, then do the transaction. If Google says this account looks suspicious, don't do the transaction, and go to this site called haveibeenpawned.com. Put your email address there. It will tell whether your data has been breached in the surface web. And also go to scan.aura.com. There you put your data. It will tell whether your data has been breached in the dark web, because I told you internet has got 3 layers: surface web, deep web, and dark web. And remember, Google is hiring. No need to apply, because they have all your information. And always remember, people are reusing passwords. One password is used in 3 accounts. So if first account is hacked, other 2 accounts automatically will get hacked. So what to do? Number 1, change your passwords to minimum 16 characters with capital letters, small letters, numbers, and symbols. This is very important because it will take 5 billion years if it has got 16 characters, capital letters, small letter, numbers, and symbols to hack your account. And always enable 2-factor authentication, preferably an app like Authenticator. How many of you are having Authenticator? So either you can have a Microsoft Authenticator or you can have a Google Authenticator. And how to remember passwords? Either have good memory by eating Brahmi, or you can have a password manager. Any of these passwords managers can be used for managing your passwords. So it takes care of everything. You just have to remember one password. But if you've forgotten that password, only God can save you. And remember this. Somebody had made this, hi, I'm Putin. Somebody has kidnapped me and put my duplicate in Russia, and I didn't start the war. I need 3,000 rupees to go back to Russia and stop the war. Can you send? See, this is my selfie. And more than 10,000 people have sent 3,000 rupees to this account because they thought that, oh, Ukrainians are going through a tough time. Let us do our bit. So be careful, especially in the fundraiser programs, that a lot of things you see online, because they use some video, some account, and they are minting money. So unless it's a recognized trust, be careful while sending money. So what is the solution? So the solution is feature phone. No, even feature phones can be hacked. So you need to understand that whether it is smartphone, feature phone, or any electronic device that can be hacked. But one thing that is for certain is what? In life, it is death. So please activate your inactive account manager right away. After you die, who will use your Facebook, your Instagram, your Google? So this is very, very important. Like how you write a will, you have to have this digital will also, who will be able to access your account after you. Okay, because of paucity of time, I am skipping 2-3 slides. Remember, forwarding a message is equal to accepting the message and endorsing the message. And you know that your head is 4 kilo. As you bend the head by 60 degree, the strain on the neck is 27 kilo. So never look at the phone like this, because you are straining your neck, you'll get spondylitis. Always see it like this. Second, for every 20 minutes of screen time, for 20 seconds, look 20 feet away. Never look at the screen when it is dark, and always wear these blue cut glasses, because you're sitting in front of the system for a whole day. Screens emit blue rays, which are very harmful for the eyes, and you get headache. So blue cut lens blocks these harmful blue rays, and you're using the same finger to type, you get repetitive strain injury. Use a swipe keypad so that you don't get RSI. And a quick question to everybody. How many of you have this issue? When you have kept your phones in your pockets, you feel that it's vibrating. You feel the notification has come. You feel it's ringing. You feel the beep. And when you take out, no calls, no messages, no nothing. How many of you? Yeah, so the ones who are facing this, you have become a psycho, because this is a psychotic syndrome called as phantom vibration syndrome. Your brain is giving you stimuli of an external input that does not exist. Okay, so be careful and take care of yourself. Don't become a psycho. So I am Dr. Anant Prabhuji. If you have liked this session, feel free to keep in touch with me on Facebook or Instagram. It's a verified profile. I keep sharing a lot of contents related to cyber safety. Have any questions, you can ask. If I know the answer, I will say. Otherwise, ChatGPT is always there. I'll check there and I'll give you the answer. Okay, so this is me. Thanks everyone for having me here. God bless. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anand. Thank you so much. I mean, my feelings remain same. Last year also, when I had seen this session, I was literally, I was literally stressed, and I was literally, I would say, afraid of touching even my phone, or afraid of using my smartwatch. But yes, what is more important is, in this digital era, we can't stop using all those things, but how can we become digitally secure and safe? That is more important. And it was actually an insightful session. It was very quick, but an insightful session. I'm sure each one of us would have taken some valuable pointers to remember from this, right? I'll have, there are a lot of questions. Of course, one request which we are keep on receiving in this chat board is, can we have a presentation copy? So
Take it.
so I'll take your permission, and then I'll try to share with everyone. But sir, if you can give us some points that, of course, in personal lives, I understand there are a lot of things which we have to enable for this digital security. But then what are some common cyber security mistakes people make at workplace? That if you can detail. I mean, one is for personal, जैसे हमने shopping के लिए किया या digital. Now, if I talk about my workplace, most of this shopping site, everything is banned where we do not. But then, which are other common cyber security mistakes we make at workplace? How can we
First, yeah.
protect ourselves?
First one is never share your credentials with your friends, because a lot of people, what they do is they give their email ID, they give their passwords to their friends, and something happens with that ID, you're only held responsible. Number one.
True.
Okay.
True.
Number two, never open your personal emails and other things in the official systems, because something goes wrong tomorrow, all the fingers will be pointed at you. Number three, be very careful while getting your plug and play devices. It could be an external hard drive, it could be a pen drive, but when you put it there, it could be a disaster. So there you need to take care of that. Number four, whatever are the official policies of the organization, I request everybody to read it, because many times they commit certain things because they didn't know, they were not aware. So that is the fourth thing. And the fifth thing is, whenever versioning or whenever updates and everything is available, do it immediately. Don't wait for the system admin to come and do it, because the consequences can be terrible.
Oh, okay. Understood. But sometimes what we get that our files are infected with ransomwares. I mean, that's one word. I mean, so what should we do if our computer files are infected with the ransomware?
No, I showed it in the slide, ma'am. So if at all you are infected, then number one is take one file and go to that website called noransom.org. So nomoreransom.org is the website. Put it over there. If you're lucky, you'll get the key. Put the key there. But never pay ransom to the guy who has asked for the ransom.
Okay, so that's common. Okay. So, what are the resources?
But let them not go to do it. The employee should not do it.
I think IT department should do
tell
that.
the IT department, and because tomorrow it'll be. And always, whenever a system is infected with ransomware, the first thing is, like, if you have to remember COVID. So what happens if somebody gets COVID? You quarantine them, you isolate them. So similarly, disconnect that system from all the
LAN and everything.
And just because otherwise it'll spread like wildfire.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's very valid point. Any most important settings in our phone or laptop for personal or professional use? Any one or two most important? One, two, you have already
not one
told.
or two. There are many. There's a big checklist which I will be. I'll be sharing a book with you. It's called Cyber Safe Girl, again, which was released by Bhupendra Singh Patelji. You know, Bhupendra Bhai Patelji. So I want everybody to read it and also share it in different groups, so that it's the dream of Narendra Modi ji, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. But this one is Beti Bachao cyber crime se. But why Beti is just inspired by Modi ji, but it has nothing to do with gender, because cybercrime is gender neutral. Whatever can happen with the woman can happen with the man as well. So therefore, only the name of the project is Cyber Safe Girl, but it is valid for men as well as women.
Okay, okay. And suppose, I mean, do we take all these precautions? Do we try to protect ourselves as much as possible? But still, if we come across any such cyber threats, what are the resources available for victims for this cybercrime, or those who want to report it? Which are the
So there are two
resources?
things. One, you have lost money. Second, you have not lost money. Okay. If you have lost money, 1930, which I've already told. Number two, if you have not lost money, there is a website called Chakshu, CHAKSHU. This is from the Ministry of Home Affairs and IT. So Chakshu, you have to go to that website, and there you can mention that you are about to get scammed. Somebody had tried to call you, somebody had sent and you can lodge a complaint there, and then the government will do the necessary to ensure that it is quarantined. It's called Chakshu.
So that's the Chakshu, CHAKSHU, eyes, Chakshu. Okay.
CHAKSHU.
Okay, okay. WhatsApp, Facebook, we heard about a lot of apps which you have shared, right? In today's generation, there is very common one or two apps, which is Telegram, Signal. Is it the same kind of mechanism?
Don't use Telegram. I tell people, don't use Telegram, because it becomes so difficult even for the law enforcement agencies to trace and track people who, if somebody comes and gives you a threat. If somebody threatens you on WhatsApp, it becomes easier for us to track them. But Telegram is very difficult because it uses a blend of surface web and deep web and the dark web. So therefore, my request is avoid Telegram, avoid Snapchat, avoid Discord.
Oh, Okay. So cyber signals, these all, I mean, these Telegram signals all are something which is not.
Signal is good. Signal is for encrypted, military grade encryption communication. But Telegram, no, avoid it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Uh, and what would you consider as very common misconceptions people have about cybersecurity? Common misconceptions, 2 or 3,
It
which
can
can be
happen to
eye-opener
others. It
for
will
us.
not happen to me. This is what they think.
Yeah, true, true. We just read it and forget it.
Yeah. It will happen to others, but it will not happen to me. It can happen to Anant Prabhu, not to me. Like that it is.
I think in your last session, you have suggested few names. If you can give us 1 or 2 more, I mean, if you can revise those, that would helpful. What are the antivirus softwares? Which are the most reliable antivirus softwares?
It's there in the slide, ma'am, because I had put that slide with all the antivirus. Because last time I told 3 or 4, today I've mentioned 30 because I could not name each of them. It is there in the slide. So any of them, they can go for it. But still, if I have to tell, McAfee, Avast, Norton, ESET Nord 32, Bodyguard.
For mobile as well as for laptop.
Yeah. It is for all the devices.
Okay. Okay.
And for Windows, it has got a built-in AV called as a Defender. It works brilliantly.
Okay, understood. Right. I mean, our questions would never end, but then we have to respect the time what we had allotted because it's a working day and everyone has taken out time. We have registered more than expected people who are already there with us.
What was the count? What was the max count that we had today?
So I think it was the 8,000, more than 8,000 people have joined this.
Oh, lovely.
More than 8,000 people have joined at some point of time. So I'm sure everyone has been beneficial from this session. And I again thank you, Dr. Anant Prabhu, for helping us, for giving us so much of important information. I'm also thankful to our IT team for their support in organizing this webinar and ensuring that it runs smoothly. Any further questions, I would of course share with you. If I am receiving any further questions from the team, I'll share it with you. Right. So thank you, everyone. And at the end, I would only say
thank you, Ajay ji, as well for the kind words. I'm always honored. So nice, Neha ji, Ajay ji. You have been pillars of support, and Himadri ji as well as Rajesh ji. I don't know if Rajesh ji is here today, but
yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, and let us be cyber safe. Thank you. Thank you. With this, we are ending. Thank you.